YouTube, how's it going? I hope everybody's having a good time. Welcome to TWE. I am your host, RTW316. Yeah, and I'm going to be here to talk everything wrestling entertainment. Starting off with last night's Monday Night Raw, one of the best Monday Night Raws that's been around in a long time. Start the show off a kind of like a recap of what happened last week between Logan Paul and Vision. You didn't see stars from like SmackDown, Shinsuke Nakamura, Damian Priest walking backstage along with Kabuki Warriors, Stephanie Vaquer, and Nikki Bella. And yeah, we are here in West Newbury, Massachusetts, John Cena's hometown. Very Cena night. Sure, he comes out with the Celtic Green t-shirt after Triple H is there, giving him all the monikers that he well deserved. Multi-championships, done it all. And you know, literally, you hear a lot of wrestlers say they've done it all. John Cena is the one that literally can say he's done it all and actually mean it. Triple H gives him all his accolades, brings him out, and then kind of just hangs out during John Cena's whole promo, which there was really no reason for him to be there. See online, a lot of people are criticizing Triple H, saying that he was just trying to get some of that spotlight. Whether or not it's true, I mean, it's kind of like a who cares kind of thing. Maybe he didn't, who knows. But at the same time, it was kind of weird. Cena comes out to a huge pop. He says, fans start chanting, "Thank you, Cena." He says, "No, thank you." And without the fans, he wouldn't even be there. I've said before. Talks about the Last Time Is Now tournament, which we start off tonight. Says he wants to have a good time, which then he is interrupted by Dominic Mysterio. Demands Triple H to do something about Ray interrupting his little championship celebration, because he doesn't get interrupted, he interrupts old men, which I thought was kind of fun. Cena steps up to him, says, "Listen, wrong place, wrong time, wrong person. Out of respect for Rey Mysterio, I'm gonna let you walk through those curtains." Dom, instead of walking through those curtains, and doesn't listen to a word that Triple H tells him. Not Triple H, John Cena tells him, "Anytime, any place, any era, I could have, Cena was really on top. Stride. If you picked that era, he would have been 10 years old." Kind of would have been funny to see John Cena beat up a 10-year-old. But Triple H then goes, "Wait, hold on. Any era seems like it's a hell of an era. Any place seems like this is a hell of a place. Anytime sounds like one hell of a time." And makes Dom defend his Intercontinental Championship. John Cena. People wanted to see Cena and Dom for a long time. Finally gotten it. It's gone for the Intercontinental title. Which one begs the question, will Cena become a Grand Slam champion? That is the one accolade you can't say yet. Dom, he held his own for quite a while against Cena. Cena started coming back with some of his 5 moves of doom, the shoulder blocks, spinning power bomb, and 5-knuckle shuffle. He gets away not once but twice from the attitude adjustment. Goes to try to cheat, doesn't work. He even does Guerrero chair slam on the mat, lays down. After throwing it to Cena just drops it back down, lays down with him. Thought it was really good, especially when Dom says that Eddie Guerrero did this last week. Even Eddie Guerrero is his dad. So Cena, who's winning against Eddie Guerrero, knows those Guerrero traits. So it's kind of funny to see a veteran not fall for the Eddie Guerrero traits, because they themselves have already fought in their career. Thought that was really nice. Cena hits an attitude adjustment. Dom kicks out at 2. Dom goes for hits a 619, goes for a frog splash, hits it, and just rolls, picks him up, hits him with another attitude adjustment. The ref is down at this point. So Cena, go back to my notes. I think I went upside down. I was trying to do it without my notes so much. After the whole Eddie Guerrero chair spot, the ref gets taken out. Cena puts Dom into an STF. Dom taps out. Ref is out. He hits him with the first attitude. He hits him with the second attitude adjustment. And a ref comes, counts 1, 2, 3. So your new Intercontinental champion, and finally a Grand Slam champion, John Cena. I'm kind of happy with this. It was a very good match. I think Cena going over and getting Intercontinental titles what had to happen. I think Dom got quite a bit though, where he got that rub from John Cena. Is also really good for him. Don't know, they're just gonna make the last match of the Intercontinental Championship match. I feel like if you're gonna do that, you gotta do something up and coming mid-card guy to be able to do it. Because people were thinking maybe Gunther might be the one. He's announced later on actually, but people kind of figured Gunther would be the one to do it, because then he could say that he retired not only Goldberg but John Cena in the same year. I just don't think you could really Gunther's been world champion. I think if he's going to get involved in other Championship. The Continental I've held yet, so I don't know. I feel like, yes, he has bragging rights, but he'll have this Intercontinental. I don't think he really needs. That's my opinion. We see John Cena go backstage, and he's getting celebrated by a lot of the locker room. He goes to the main door where Cody Rhodes comes out. Cody says, "Good job." He was it. Cena calls a fine gentleman. What we get for that? Logan Paul is showing backstage. Probably just to tell us that he's here. But we go to the Damian Priest versus Rusev match. Pretty good match. Priest worked over Rusev with punches for a while. Rusev sent Priest turnbuckle, followed by a side kick and a back heel kick. Priest later hits a flatliner. Then we go to break. Priest and Rusev exchange punches, very hard hitting punches. Priest hits a jumping shoulder tackle along with a running elbow. Gets a turnbuckle. Then hits a broken arrow slam. Rusev was in control with the kick. Yeah, was in control with the kicks to the body. Priest got up though and exchanged some kicks and everything. Priest did a rope walk across the body block. Rusev did an eye gouge and some face grinding to get advantage, doing very heel tactics. He then hits a monster kick in the head and gets a pinfall win against Damian Priest. Rusev then looks at the cameras. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of those pretty soon. Overall though, pretty good match. I mean, there's like, I'm not the best at like analyzing, right? But I can give you the gist of what kind of happened. I recommend if you want to see big beefy men just beating the hell out of each other, this definitely was the type of match for you. Overall a good match. Rusev the first to not qualify, but to move on in the Time Is Now tournament. We didn't see Maxine Dupree talking to Pierce, saying she's ready for her title match against Becky. Pierce booked it for next week at New York City. Dupree was excited. Then after Pierce left, Becky came and sucker punched Dupree and told her that she doesn't dance. We'll see what happens next week. Punk then comes out, cuts a promo. They were during the commercial, when they came back from commercial, they were showing the new LJN action figures, what they were called. And the funny thing is, during the break, Punk took Logan Paul's and put it underneath Dusty Rhodes, like he got beat by Dusty. That was kind of funny. Punk's got that. Punk, no shock here, but Punk was pissed off because of last week. He got sucker punched. He knew everybody's in here. He knows what that Paul isn't going to get a shot at his title, but not going to wait till they come and sucker punch him again. He's calling him out now. Logan Paul made his entrance and was booed. Says he's smarter than Punk. Else, Punk wanted Paul to go to the ring, but he said he'd been punched in the face by greatest boxer time. So like getting splashed by Bronson Reed, apparently having 350 plus pounds land on your rib from the top doesn't hurt as much as getting punched in the face by like Floyd Mayweather. Fair enough. Paul then has Paul Heyman walking out, standing beside him, where he's joined by Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Heyman told Punk that he's the single most unlikable human being that he's ever met. Heyman said that Punk is miserable. Said you couldn't be more unlikable unless your name was AJ Lee. Punk said if AJ Lee was there, she'd leave them both in the pool of their own piss and blood. Thought that was kind of funny. Punk said he'll fight all 5 of them because he's counting Heyman twice. Heyman just getting them fat jokes left to right lately. As they're coming to the ring, Jey Uso goes to the ring, stands beside Punk, and then Cody Rhodes also stands beside Punk. They get into a brawl, and Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Punk stand tall at the end of it. Good little segment, setting up War Game. More on that later. We see Charlotte and Alexa Bliss getting ready for their next match. Against the Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles. Stephanie Vaquer makes her entrance. She's going against Raquel Rodriguez. She comes out with Bella. Raquel comes out with Roxanne. Raquel was in control early with the elbows and shoulder tackles, but eventually Vaquer finally got some offense going with some kicks and headbutt. She was able to knock down Raquel Rodriguez, followed by Vaquer going on top and hitting the crossbody. Vaquer hit a Meteor double knee attack for a 2 count. Tried to lift Raquel, but she counted out of it. Raquel caught Vaquer and hit a fallaway slam across the ring, missed an elbow drop. Vaquer rolled Raquel for the devil's kiss spot. Vaquer hit a super kick, went up to the top and hits the corkscrew moonsault for the pinfall. Good match, but it start kind of slow. Kind of got better towards the end. Definitely one of those. I personally am just like, I like Stephanie Vaquer, don't get me wrong, but I feel like her title reign already is kind of, it could be better. I think we just got to work on it, which might actually happen, because after the match, Roxanne Perez hits Stephanie Vaquer from behind. Nikki comes in, helps her fend off Rodriguez and Roxanne. They're celebrating in the ring, and then Nick hits Stephanie Vaquer in the face with her title. So yeah, Nikki Bella wants the women's world heavyweight champion. Punk was back. We then see Punk backstage with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Adam Pearce walks up. Punk says Heyman's got a team. And Pierce, are you saying what I think you're saying? which then Punk just yells out, Regal! And all of a sudden, from the shadows, man, you say his name and he appears. I believe in William Regal. Regal just comes out of the shadows and goes, excuse me, gentlemen, war game justice. Obviously there's a reason why he's always the punchline for that, saying it. But yeah, we're getting a war games men's match. Think we're still going to get one for each team. Don't know who it's going to be. But yeah, definitely gonna look forward to that. Shinsuke Nakamura made his entrance then because it was him versus Sheamus. This match was a good match. You know, both hard strikers. Sheamus was in control with the strikes at first, but Nakamura came back, setting up Sheamus on the top rope. Sheamus avoided the knee. Nakamura kicks Sheamus in the head 3 times, then hits knee to the back of the head. Sheamus left the ring, caught Nakamura, and Sheamus gave Nakamura a power slam on the floor, which we go to the break. Sheamus caught Nakamura and hit him with a backbreaker at one point. Sheamus hits 10 beats of the battering forearms to the chest. Of course, every shot gets chanted by the crowd. At one point, Sheamus brings Nakamura up for a super white noise. Nakamura gets out of it, hits a power bomb for a 2 count. Nakamura hits a spin kick onto Sheamus. Sheamus bounces off the rope. It's a bro kick for the pinfall and advance in the Time Is Now tournament. I would not mind seeing a Sheamus versus Cena. That was one of his rivals from back in the day. Kind of looking forward to it. We get they also, the other thing is too, that what they got the commentators thrown in there was that Sheamus has never won an Intercontinental Championship either, so it'll be kind of interesting to see that. We see that they announced that the tournament next week. We know this, but Adam Pearce drawing names from the Lotto spinner cage thing, and we're gonna get Javon Evans from NXT versus Gunther, Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent. I'm calling it now. Jacob Fatu injured. He's got to come back. I think it's going to be Jacob Fatu. You think they would say that for SmackDown, but who knows? It also could be Roman Reigns. Who knows? But I'm kind of thinking Roman might be going to join Punk in his War Games match. So I think my prediction now is Jacob Fatu. So next week, one day, you know, with everything we know that's been announced, we're going to get another Cena final Madison Square Garden appearance. The 2 Last Time Is Now matches that was just announced, and the Women's Championship. Then we go to the Women's Tag Team Championship. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defending against Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Not gonna lie, did not enjoy this match. Like there wasn't like anything really big about this in my opinion at all. The last like 3 seconds or like 10 seconds is really all I had, which is Flair had the figure 8 on Asuka, but then Nia Jax shows up and Last Legend showed up and pulls Flair's arm away. And this is after Alex caught Kairi Sane in a Sister Abigail. Referee doesn't see the interference. This was sent into the commentary table. Asuka held Flair. Sane jumped the top rope to hit the insane elbow. They covered Flair for the win. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. After the match is what really anything started getting going, like after match, because Nia Jax and Last Legend were joined by Asuka and Kairi and attacking Flair and Alexa Bliss. Io Sky then makes her return with a big pop. She beats up Lash and hit a strike on Jax. Sky hit a springboard crossbody against the Warriors. Lash Legend, got such a tongue twister of a name, went into a ring and she punched Sky and knocked her down. As all hope seemed lost, all of a sudden we hear Rhea Ripley's music hit and she gets a big return, a big pop. She has a face mask on with a broken nose. She goes to the ring with punches and kicks. Other babysitters work together with Ripley clear the ring. Ripley then hits Sane and gives her a razor's edge over the top rope onto the floor. Ripley yelled in the microphone, "War Game." That is like the best part of that whole. That is how we close the night. And I mean, you know, besides the kind of lackluster tag team title match, probably one of the best shows. Like the Shinsuke Nakamura Sheamus match was really well done. The War Game setup, I think, was really well done. I was wondering how they were going to do it. You know, despite the first half of the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match, Baker versus Rodriguez, like the second half was good and made up for it, and the aftermath made up for it. The whole CM Punk stuff, you know, Rusev and Damian Priest, some hard hitting, you know, action there. I think, you know, build it up. But compared to Raws we've been having lately in the past few months, definitely one of the best Raws we've had, in my opinion. So you let me know what you think of last night's Monday Night Raw in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this kind of thing, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button to help us out. Appreciate you. And hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. But until then, we'll see you on the next one at TWE.